Hello. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use Perplexity AI's API in VoiceFlow. So what is Perplexity AI? Perplexity AI is very much like ChatGPT or Google Gemini, and it allows you to browse the internet for real-time data and then to return that information in a nicely presented text block. Now, ChatGPT Plus and Google Gemini already does this. However, their API service does not allow for this functionality, whereas Perplexity AI does, making it a perfect candidate to use in your VoiceFlow applications if you want to browse the internet for real-time data. Perhaps you're creating a chatbot that can research stock prices, the current news, or local events. This is the API to use in order to achieve that functionality. So let me give you a little demonstration. Let's say I want to look up Tesla's recent stock performance. There we go. Now, Perplexity AI is going to search the internet, it's going to scrape various web pages for information, and then it's going to write this lovely text block for me and basically tell me what it's found. Brilliant. So now how can we do this in VoiceFlow? So once you navigate over to Perplexity AI, you'll need to sign up for an account. Very self-explanatory. I won't need to show you that. Once you've made an account, go down here to this little settings icon, and then you want to click on API. Now, I'm going to delete this key so you can't use it. And okay, so here's the API page. Here's what it looks like. You'll need to fund your account. So I've opted for a pay-as-you-go kind of setting. So I've just bought $10 worth of credits, but I believe you can opt for a monthly subscription. And then you want to go down here and generate an API key, and we will use this later in VoiceFlow. Now there's another page that we'll be using from Perplexity AI, and this is its official API documentation, and we'll be using this. For this example, in the language here, make sure that JSON is selected, as we'll be using that in VoiceFlow for our API call. Okay, so let's go to VoiceFlow and let's see what this is all about. So this is just a very simple demonstration. From the start block, drag and drop an API block. We want to set the method to post, and we will paste this link in here. So if you go to the Perplexity AI documentation, all that is this here, and this is the destination for the API call. Copy and paste that into here. Next, you want to create two headers, authorization, and for authorization, you need to type in bearer, add a space, and then you paste your API key into this block here. Now, don't you try and use my API key, because I will delete it and your efforts will be futile. But just for demonstration's sake, that's what you do. The next header, content type, very simple. Just need to type application/JSON. Okay, now we want to add the body. Make sure you select raw. And all we're going to do is copy and paste this into there. Now, if you want to add other variables into your API call, you can select things like the maximum tokens, the temperature. You can choose if you want citations, which might be good, return images, depending on what you need for your application. But just for this demonstration, we're going to use this. Okay, paste that. Oh, that's my API key. You'll need to paste that into that box. There we go. So this is the model that it's making the call to. Llama 3, Sonar Small, 32K online. Role system content. These are basically the instructions for the system. It's just telling it to be precise and concise. And then here is what we will be passing to the API. And here is where the user's query will go. The default in this example is how many stars are there in the galaxy. So if we send that request, this is what the full API response looks like. Now, we only want to extract the text, so we'll be wanting this answer here from content. Now, all I did, if you're stuck, I just pasted this into ChatGPT and asked what line of code, and it gave me this. Response.choices 0 message content. That's basically just the instructions to extract that particular part from the API call, that being the text. And then we apply it to a variable, any variable you want. In this case, I just called it Perplexity response. Now, if you're doing any other API calls, let's say, for example, you want to get the you want to get the citations or you want to get the images, make the API call and just paste the full response into ChatGPT and ask it how you need to extract the information that you want. It's that easy. You don't need me to walk it through for you. Okay, so once we've done that from the success block, just paste in that variable that we assigned the response to. Okay, now let's try that. So this will just run through. It'll ask the default question, how many stars in the galaxy? There we go. There are approximately 100 to 400 billion stars in our galaxy, in the Milky Way. Okay, so what if you want to ask your own question? Okay, so all I've done, I've dragged out a capture block. We're capturing the entire user's reply, last utterance. We assign it to that variable, last utterance. Then in the post block, you want to put that in there between the quotation marks, as I discovered when I was making this video. Send request, and there we go. It should work now. So let's trial this. What else shall we look up? I don't know. How about latest election news? Hopefully it will realize I'm after the American election. There we go. That is a big response. And this is all up to date, scraped from the internet. There we go. That is how to use Perplexity AI. Now, let me shamelessly plug myself. If you are interested in more videos like this, subscribe, leave a comment down below for a video you'd like. I'll try and solve it. Or perhaps you're looking for an AI solution yourself and you're not sure how to get there. If so, I would recommend you visit my Fiverr profile, get in contact, and I will solve your problem. All right, that's all I want to say. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Consider liking and subscribing and leaving a comment because it'll help me out. And like I said, yeah, I'm repeating myself. All right, goodbye.